Hello and Jai in my superstars. I Navin Quadras welcome you all to this beautiful session. In this session, we are going to learn a reported speech. In that reported speech, I am going to teach you how to change our imperative sentences from direct to reported speech. So let's begin. First, let me ask what is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences which we use to give any command or make any request or give any advice, and it doesn't follow, sometimes it doesn't follow a proper sentence order. It can be any phrase or it can be any clause, especially close the window, go out from the class. Okay, these sentences are called as an imperative sentence, and I am going to teach you how these type of sentences to change from direct to reported speech. Now first let us learn the rules. Rule number 1. The reporting verb, okay, reported verb we use ordered, commanded, requested, begged, advised, asked, apologized according to the sense. Okay, if there is any order is there, go out from the class, then we have to use either commanded or order. If there is any request is there, please pass the book, we have to use requested. If there is any apologizing words are there, like pardon me, forgive me, then we have to use beg or apologize. If generally some statement is there, then we have to use ask. Okay, either ask. If there is any advice is there, we have to use advice. Ask. Okay, ask. See, for interrogative sentences we use ask, and imperative sentences we use ask. Okay, please keep it in your mind, don't get confused. We use a reporting verb according to the sense, I said. Second rule, use to as a linking verb. Okay, to verb, which is also called as a infinite. Okay, infinite. For assertive sentence we use linking verb that. Interrogative sentences we use linking verb whether, if or wh word. In the same way, for imperative sentences we use linking verb to. Okay, to. But one more thing we have to keep it in our mind. After the to, we are supposed to write a first form of a verb. Okay, because to is considered as an infinitive. The infinitive always follows a first form of a verb, which I am going to tell you while dealing examples. Third, if there is not is there, like not is called as a negative sentence. For example, sometimes we say no, don't, doesn't. What we have to do? We have to write not before to. Okay, like to is there, before the linking verb, before the to linking verb, we have to write not. Okay, not. There is one more rule is there that I am going to deal here while teaching. Okay, while teaching, that is not necessary now. One more rule, a short rule we have to keep in mind. If there is request and order is there. Okay, if in a sentence there is any request like please, if there is any order like don't, go out, what we have to do? We have to mention the object. Okay, object means whom that particular sentence indicate or whom that sentence said. Is it clear? Does the rules are clear? Once again I say, first rule, reporting verb order, commanded, requested, begged, advised, asked, apologized. Second rule, we use to as a linking verb, which is also called as an infinite. Third rule, if there is not, we have to write not before the to. Last rule, if there is request and order is there, we have to mention the object. Okay, whom that request and order is made. Is it clear? Now let's enter into our examples. First example, Laura said, keep quiet Senora, don't disturb me while reading book. Okay, Laura said, keep quiet Senora, don't disturb me while reading book. This is called as a command. Okay, either command or order. So how to convert this particular sentence into indirect speech? Laura ordered Senora. Laura ordered Senora. Instead of order, you can also write commanded also. To keep quiet. To I have used as a linking verb. Okay, reported verb and reported speech. between there is a linking verb, that is to keep quiet and not to disturb her while reading book. Okay, there are two sentences are here. One is keep quiet Senora, second one is don't disturb me while reading book. A second sentence is negative sentence, is it? Don't. So if the negative sentence is there, what we have to do? We have to write not. Okay, not before to. Is it clear? Very good. Now let us go for a second example. Borges, please help me to arrange these books. Borges, please help me to arrange these books. Now please is called as what? One type of request, is it? Please is called as a request. So if the request is the what? Reported verb comes requested, is it? Requested, then another rule, there must be a object. Okay, if the request is there must be a object. Borges requested Alifano. Okay, though here I have given Alifano, sometimes sentences the Alifano, it may be in the down. Next sentences, that Alifano, that object we have to mention here. Object means whom that particular word said. Okay, object means the particular sentence precede or towards whom. Borges requested Alifano to help her to arrange those books. Okay, to help her to arrange. If you don't write once again to also, it is fine. To help her arrange those books, because these changes into those. Okay, expression of a place and time always changes. Next, Alifano, pardon me sir for asking this. Borges. Okay, Alifano is telling to Borges, pardon me sir for asking this. Pardon is called as what? It is one type of apology. Okay, apology, or one type of begging. Okay, apology. So how we have to change this particular sentence into indirect speech? Alifano apologized Borges to pardon her for asking that. Okay, this changes into that. To pardon her. I said after the to we always write a first form of a verb. Okay, after the to we always write a first form of a verb. Is it clear? Yeah, next question. Borges, pass me the book now. Alifano, pass me the book. Alifano, asking, is it? It is asking. How to change? Borges asked Alifano. Borges asked Alifano to pass him the book then. Okay, now always changes into then. To pass him the book then. The personal pronoun always changes according to the rules. Okay, according to the sense. Is it clear? This is asked. Okay, it is not an interrogative sentence, it is imperative sentence also. In imperative sentence also we use ask according to the sense. Instead of ask, if we write told also, it is fine. Okay, Borges told Alifano. Borges told Alifano to pass him the book then. Told also we can write. It is not a wrong. Okay, it is not a wrong for an imperative sentence. Next, Petra, wait a moment, Laura. Petra, wait a moment, Laura. First we have to think what type of sentence it is. Is it request? May not be. We can write request, but request mostly we have to use please. Okay, it is not a request, it is not a order, is it? It is not a order. So how we have to convert what? So if it is not a request, not a order, then it may be a one statement. Okay, for a statement what we have to write? We have to write asked. Petra asked Laura to wait a moment. Okay, here to is very important. Okay, to is very important for exam also. Instead of to, if you have written that, mark will be deducted. If you have written if, the mark will be deducted. And after the to, the verb must be a first form of a verb. Okay, wait. If you write waited, the mark will be deducted. Please keep it in your mind. Okay, after the to, always we have to write a main verb. That main verb always must be in what tense? Present tense. We can also say that it is always be a first form, V1 form. Next, Laura said, give me a breadcrumbs, Petra. Give me a breadcrumbs, Petra. This is also one type of statement. This is asking. Laura asked Petra to give her a breadcrumbs. Is it clear? Or Laura requested Petra to give her a breadcrumbs. So both are right, but better to write asked. Okay. If you write requested, I said there must be a please word. Okay. Please is called as a request. Next, Laura, don't quarrel Sinora. Laura is saying, don't quarrel Sinora. It is one type of order, is it? One type of order or it one type of command. How to change this particular sentence into indirect speech? Laura ordered Sinora. Okay, I have written short form, not to quarrel. Laura asked Sinora not to quarrel. Okay, I said not, we have to write before to. This is a one way. Another way is there. Okay, those who want, they can follow this way. That is, Laura forbade Sinora to quarrel. Okay, it is little confusing. Those who want, they only follow this method. Laura forbade Sinora to quarrel. Here, forbade is already considered as a negative. We should not write not. Okay, if you write forbade, you should not write not quarrel. We have to write quarrel. Okay, it itself is considered as a negative sentence, negative verb. Those who want only learn, otherwise this is only the better option. There should not be any confusion here. Laura ordered Sinora not to quarrel. We can also write Laura commanded Sinora not to quarrel. Next, Laura, don't grumble anymore. I am not going to leave just to please you. Once again I read, Laura, don't grumble anymore. I am not going to leave just to please you. Don't grumble anymore. One type of order, is it? Also one type of command. Is it? Yeah. Now let us convert this particular sentence into indirect. Laura ordered Sinora not to grumble. Not to grumble. Okay, not always comes before to. Not to grumble anymore. He was not going to leave just to please her. Okay, he or she. Okay, Laura is a she, so we have to write she. She was not going to leave just to please her. Is it clear? I said the personal pronoun always changes according to the object. Okay, the second person always changes. Second person is called as a you. You always changes according to the object. Object means whom it said. Okay, Laura said whom? Sinora. Sinora is a female, a third person. So the personal pronoun changes according to the object. Please keep it in your mind. Okay. If you have not understand, please go my previous videos where I have taught how the personal pronoun changes. How the first person, that is I and we, changes. How second person you changes. How third person he, she, it and they changes. Next, Laura. Pardon me, Sinora, but not interfere with what does not concern you. Once again I read, Laura, pardon me, Sinora, but not interfere with what does not concern you. Here also the second person is there. Second person always changes according to the object. Laura apologized Sinora. Laura apologized Sinora to pardon her and not to interfere with what did not concern her. Is it clear? Laura apologized, or we can also write begged. Okay, Sinora to pardon her. We can write apologized, or we can also write begged to pardon her and not to interfere with what did not. I said does not always changes into did not. Okay, it is a negative sentence. Please keep it in your mind. It is not interrogative sentence. It is one type of negative sentence. Does not always changes into did not. Otherwise, does, do, we have to remove, but only the negative word is there, does not or do not, we have to convert into did not. Did not concern her. Is it clear? Okay. This also a second rule. Laura, don't grumble anymore. I am not going to leave just to please you. Another way of writing, Laura forbade Sinora to quarrel no more. To quarrel no more, remaining one as it is. She was not going to leave just to please her. Okay, it is one type of advance changing a sentence to reported speech. If you are very sure, then only follow this method. Laura forbade Sinora to quarrel no more. Here any more always changes into no more. But better to follow the second method, that is Laura orders Senora not to grumble anymore. She was not going to leave just to please her. Next, okay, this I already explained. If the pardon is there, the reported verb will come either begged or apologized. Gonzalo asked his and partridges. Okay, Gonzalo asked his and partridges. Now to change this particular sentence into indirect speech, Gonzalo asked to ask the his and partridges. Okay, here two times ask will come. Don't get confusion here. First asked is that is a reporting verb. Okay, this reporting verb. The second ask is a main verb. I said to ask. Okay, this two that links reported verb to reported speech, to ask the hares and partridges. Okay, to ask the hares and partridges. Gonzalo asked to ask the hares and partridges, or Gonzalo told to ask the hares and partridges. If you get confusion, instead of asked you can write told also. Told. Is it clear? Or Gonzalo requested also. You can also write requested. Gonzalo requested to ask the hares and partridges. Yeah, this should not be changed. Okay, this should not be changed. The reported verb you can change according to the sense which you wish. Now last one. Have a deep respect for every living creature, Borges said to audience. Okay, I have written different ways. Sometimes it comes Borges colon have a deep respect for every living creatures. Now how to change this particular sentence into indirect speech? It becomes Borges advised audience. Okay, Borges advised audience. Whom he advised to have. Okay, here I have written have a deep respect. To have a deep respect for every living creatures. Is it clear? Here one more thing, don't get confusion. The sentence begins with the have. Don't think that it is an interrogative sentence as yes no questions. No, because here question mark is not there, is it? If the question mark is not there, if the question mark would be there, then it would be an interrogative sentence. If there would be a no question mark, then you have to think it is imperative sentences. Okay, one kind of advice, that is Borges advised audience. If there is no audience, instead of object, if they have not given object, it is fine. Okay, direct you write Borges advised to have a deep respect for every living creatures. Once again we have to keep it in mind, only request and order. If these two reporting verb you use, then you have to write object. If these two reporting verb if you don't use, then no need to write object, but better to write object. Okay, mostly it will be there unless it is a last sentence, there would be a object, or down there would be a object, and next sentence that object you mention so that you may not lose the mark. The sentence and reported verb would be very clear. Is it clear? So what I taught in this class? In this class I taught how to change our imperative sentences from direct to indirect speech by using the proper and exact formula. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can comment and you can direct call and you can ask me. Wish you a happy and joyful day. I'll meet you in my next video. In my next video, I am going to teach you how to change our exclamatory sentences from direct to indirect speech. Please follow all my videos. Means I have taught you assertive sentences, interrogative sentences. If you follow the certain methods, if you follow the video one by one, then this particular exercise is very easy for you, because reported verb is one of the very important exercise, not only for your exam's sake, also when you report, okay, in your outside life also. Okay, bye. I'll meet you in my next video.